Welcome back to the channel. Bookers. Matt loves Bookers so much he named his dog Booker. Hi, Booker.
Hi, Booker.
Not Booger.
Not Booger.
Booker.
Booker.
Dude, that wind is kind of chilly.
Go play with Hilo. Bookers
Of 2021.
All four.
Four Bookers.
All of them.
So we're going to find out which one's the best. And that's what we're going to do. I'm Brian.
I'm Matt.
We're the Whiskey Wimps. If you want to choose which is the best Bookers of 2021, you want to go with Matt's pick. If you go based off of this month's episode of What's in the Bag, my palate is absolutely screwed. To call something like Master's Keep Bottle and Bond Whistle Pig, something is wrong. That being said, we're gonna get these glasses poured and we're gonna see what's best.
We've already gone ahead and poured all these blindly.
So while we're getting these poured, Matt, I'm curious because I know why I like Bookers. What is it about Bookers that makes it so good for you?
It's actually the nut. The overall palate flavor of Bookers is really just hits me in the right spot.
Right in the nuts.
Well, not
This
in
is
the
C.
nuts. This is B. There's just a deep love for Bookers that I have.
The first time I had Bookers, I told you about it. I was at my in-laws' place, and
Yeah.
the best bourbon that I had tasted at that point was 1920. It was just so intense with the flavors. Old Forester 1920 had with my dad, and it was just like, wow. And then I found myself a bottle of Bookers down in Long Beach, and I was drinking it by myself, and I was like, oh, it's so good. I almost woke up my father-in-law, which would have been really stupid. Since then, as I delved into Bookers more deeply, I've learned that...
Now, do you remember the first? Sorry to cut you off there. The first Bookers release that you had.
Yeah, it was Granny's batch.
So that was the same one that I fell in love with as well.
Yeah. So, yes, Granny's batch. And then what I found that I really like is when the nut isn't too... It depends on the type of nut, because I've gotten different type of nut from different Bookers. Like, I've got waxy peanut from Bookers, which I'm like, not so much. But if I get that sweet, subtle, like honey roasted peanut with a little bit of sweetness... And I apologize for whoever's doing yard work on a Sunday.
Yeah. It's God's day of rest, people. Take a break.
Let's go. Let's see which one's the best.
You know what my favorite nut from Bookers is?
I don't want to know anything about your nut.
Oh, you know what I get off this?
Cold?
Bookers. Now, to be fair, this whole flight is going to be around like 62, 63% alcohol by volume.
Just as Bookers is, generally.
Yes.
The one bummer about Bookers is it's been getting more expensive.
God, I know.
When I first started getting it...
$90.
No, $60.
Oh. Granny's was $60?
Yeah.
Heavens to Betsy. You should have bought more.
You know,
of that.
it might have been 70. Might have been 70.
Okay.
Might have been 70. But anyway, now you see it like for 99. And that was within like a year and a half.
99? Like, I bought release 4, that was 120.
Ooh! That was too much.
Well, I really just had to complete the set.
Well, definitely getting the classic nut on the nose.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely a Bookers.
Oh, I shouldn't give my notes at this point, having called Master's Keep Bottle and Bond Whistle Pig.
You just sit there and look pretty. I'll take over
Let's
here.
get the notes.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
It is
That shiver is hitting hard. This is we're really stepping up the volume of alcohol here, coming up from 100 proof stuff. But I'm definitely getting like caramel walnuts off of this one.
Yeah, great. Let's go to B.
Wow, he's really moving fast. He must be cold. If we're moving this fast right now, Brian is cold.
Breeze is freaking chilling my nuts, dude.
Should we tell everyone where we're going to be later on this month? If you're in the area?
Later this month, it's going to be like this weekend. We're going to be at Whiskey Weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the kind.
With everyone who's in the know with whiskey. Yeah, we'll be there at Whiskey Weekend in Kentucky with all the other whiskey aficionados. Yeah, there might be another guy named Matt there. Don't really know. Bourbon junkies, maybe?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Maybe.
This one
Ooh,
has
this is
it's a little
sweet.
bit more fruit. Yeah, it's a little like not as salty. There's not where compared to this glass A compared to glass B is more savory.
Yeah,
Whereas-
this is very sweet. This is like they caramelize the molasses in it too. Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. Not mad. Not mad. Go away, fly. No
that was
more.
definitely a bit more peanut versus walnut on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this one's got more. This one's darker. I mean, all Booker's is fairly dark, I think, when it comes to
When
notes.
you said that, I got dark chocolate,
Yeah, this one is bringing more.
but
of
not
it.
a sweet dark chocolate.
Well,
This is like
the fun thing about comparing 4 different Bookers at the same time is that Booker's it has its particular nose and notes. So to differentiate the very
wow.
the variance between different Bookers is fun because they're there, but they're so subtle you would never notice them if you just had a glass of Booker's by itself.
No, if you were to put Booker's against like a flight of other whiskey, then I think you're kind of losing the subtle nuances that each release has.
100%. Well said. Did you go in for the palate already?
I already went for the palate on this one. So far, I'm giving B my number one. So far,
Yeah, I'm giving C number 1,
well,
and I'm right.
I'll see you later and take D on for a challenge.
Let's go D. Oh, D gets last on nose.
Wow, let it hit you again.
Yep, D gets last on nose.
Why? Why is it getting last on the nose?
It's just hot.
I
It's
got
just
nothing.
See, he got nothing. Thank you.
I wanted an answer. I just wanted like no one knows. Like no, I don't
Huh?
want
What? What?
I just wanted a reason why you were giving it such a negative comment.
Did you say you got nothing on the nose?
I got nothing. It was flat.
Well, there you go. Thank you for making my case.
I just wanted to know. I wanted an explanation, not just a
Because I just got heat. I got like red cinnamon.
Well, good. This will make you feel warmer. Is to take that jacket off. Get you nice and toasty. Turkey vulture. Watch out, chickens.
I'm taking myself too seriously today.
You gotta relax,
I don't
Brian.
even think I want to drink this one.
Relax, Brian. Take a.
Ooh, it's not so bad on the actual drink. I'm guessing this must have been one of the ones that was just opened right before we poured them. Because a couple of these have been open for a minute, and a couple of these have been closed.
Only 2 of them were open.
C gets first place. D gets last place. And I'll give B second and A third.
I'm giving B first, C second, D third, A fourth.
What?
Yep. I like it better off the palate.
Yeah, I like D better on the palate than I liked it on the nose, but A's better on the nose.
I like it off the
D.
palate. I'm taking palate over nose. Well, all right. Hypothetical question.
Oh, yeah, you know what it is? It's kind of weird. It's flopped. Like I like the palate on D better than I like the taste and the flavors on D.
What do you
better
prefer better in your whiskey? A better nose or better taste?
I think taste, because that's where it finishes out for me. You know,
Yeah.
It's like you can smell it all day, but if you're gonna drink it, then that's where you really want it. Whiskey is for drinking, right? You don't just pour a glass of whiskey and smell it and then pour it back in the bottle. Like, oh, it was great.
Exactly.
So,
all right.
but I do take, you know what? But I do spend more time smelling whiskey than drinking it. I do. When I have a glass of whiskey, I sit there and I smell it forever, and then I drink it, and the drinking is a much quicker process than the smelling.
I would agree.
Even after I've had it and drank it, like I'll still sit there and smell the glass after I've had my last, like the last bit of liquid that I can get out and it's still coated. I'll grab the glass the next morning if I forgot to wash it and smell it and be like, woo, that's real good. Anyway.
All right. So C was your number one, right?
C was my number one.
So you open C. B was my number one. And we'll reveal at the same time.
Oh, shit. Can you read it?
Yeah.
That's good because this one is fairly unreadable. We're gonna have to.
I think that's 3.
Yeah. Oh, Donahoe's. Yeah, I think this is Donahoe's batch, which was somewhere in here. It's the blue one, right?
I think that would have been.
Oh, this is 1. No, it was Donahoe's is 1. 3. Oh, 3 is
Bardstown.
really. That's mine. I'm so happy.
Number 2 was my favorite.
Batch 2.
Yeah,
Which was which batch?
that one.
Tag along.
Tag along.
All right. Let's see what A is, because that is the one that you got last, and I got third.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 4.
Well, that was before. I have not opened up that bottle yet. I hadn't even tried it.
Yeah, that's why I'm having trouble reading them, because it's virtually gone. But that's a 4 right there, right?
I'm assuming so.
And then D was Donahoe. D was 1. This one here.
That one I had the most of.
You did have the most of. You drank a lot of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Without me. Makes sense.
Because everything's better with drinking whiskey alone.
You want to keep stealing my lines? And yeah.
There you go.